Well, it's a historic day, not just because District 115 is going to have their first female representative. It's not a historical day just because we're going to have three of the finest women in the General Assembly representing us in Buncombe County this year. Because Patsy Keever is joining Ray Rapp, Joe Sam Queen, Senator Snow, all the great people we have from Western North Carolina already serving us in Raleigh. It's going to be a great day because Patsy Keever is going to become our elected representative in Raleigh. Now I'm going to take just a minute, not real long, you know I can be long, but I'm not going to be long today. First time I met Patsy, we spent the night in jail. It's true. And the reason I say that, we spent the night with Tom Sobel and Bill Stanley and David Young in that jail next door. We were the first human beings to spend the night there. And it's important because that jail symbolizes a lot about Patsy Keever that I'm going to tell you about real briefly. Not in the way you're thinking. But that jail should have been built 30 years ago. And it got put off. It got put off because it was hard to do. It cost money. And people said, we don't want to use our political capital to build a jail. Nobody cares about those jails. But you know, the federal government was ready to take over that jail. And that sounds like that might be a good deal, but they would send us the bill on federal bill money. And we'd be paying federal rates for that jail. And Patsy Keever and Tom and others, but Patsy said, we're not going to work like that. If we need to build a jail, we will do what we need to do for the people of Buncombe County. And that's why that jail's there. And Patsy even built another jail, helped build another jail, not because it was the easiest thing to do, not because it was something that she wanted to do, it's because it's something our community had to have done, and she had the political guts to do it, and that's the kind of political guts she's going to bring to Raleigh to do the right thing for you and me. About the economy. We are in some of the worst times we've been in our history since the Depression. And she gets it. When she was on the commission, she balanced the budget every year and made sure that we didn't have any tax increase that we couldn't afford and couldn't handle. And I think there was maybe one time they had to raise taxes out of the whole time she served. She gets it because she's going to make sure that the environment is taken care of. She will be one of the best environmental General Assembly folks, and we've got some good ones on this front row. She'll join their ranks as someone who will fight for the mountains, make sure our steep slopes and ridge tops are taken care of, and most of all, make sure that when in tough times, we don't forget about the environment. Where are the people in the General Assembly that want to understand teachers and how teachers think and what teachers need? Where are they going to go? They're going to go to Patsy Keever and say, you are a teacher. What do we need to do to make this right? And she's, from the day one, from today, as she becomes a member of the General Assembly, she will be sought out and asked and become a leader in education. And she will have the shoes to fit that because she's done it all her life. And she gets it. She will make sure education is a priority. She will make sure that every kid that goes to school gets a good education and can compete globally, not just with South Carolina, Virginia. Those days are gone. We're competing with China, Vietnam, India, places like that. She will be there for you. She will make sure the right things are done. And she'll make sure that everybody that tries hard has a good education, has a good job, has a chance to buy a home, and will enjoy the quality of life, including what our mountains look like. So we're real lucky. There's nothing I look forward to more than the next few minutes swearing her in. She's going to do us proud. She's going to do the right thing. You can trust her. She will keep her word. She will do everything she says. And we will be proud, and we'll remember this moment when she started her service to us in Raleigh. Come on now. Do you, Patsy Keever, solemnly and sincerely swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, that you will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authority which are or may be established by the government thereof, and that you will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of North Carolina, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of your knowledge and ability, so help you God.
I do.
Do you swear that you will well and truly execute the duties of the office of a member of the House of Representatives according to the best of your skill and ability, according to law, so help you God?
I do.
Let me introduce the newest member of the General Assembly, Patsy Keever. Before I officially introduce Representative Keever, Representative Fisher has a special presentation to give.
I didn't want Representative Keever to go to the General Assembly underdressed. And so we have the official house pin for her to begin wearing right now. Representative Keever.
It's hard for me to even express how excited I am at this particular moment to join my colleagues in the House of Representatives. This is something that I've wanted for a really long time, and I want to thank Jim and my mother and Drew Reisinger, my wonderful campaign manager. And I thank Chuck for being my treasurer and keeping us ethical and legal. And I thank Mark for the wonderful blessing to help us get off in the right path. Thank you so much. That was important. And now I want to concentrate for just a minute on all of you. I know we're going a little over what we had planned, but I want you to know how important it is to me that you are here today. It means the world to me to be able to look out and to see my friends and people that I know have worked on the campaign. And I just want to say thank you so much for that, for getting us to this moment and for sharing this moment with me. But I can't stop there because this wonderful swearing in we had only lasts till January. So we still have we have an adventure, we have work to do to get to be there for 2 years at least. And that's what I really, really want to do. I want to be your voice in Raleigh. I want to take a strong voice for education. I want to take that voice that's going to join with Susan and Jane and Ray and be sure that our mountain slopes are taken care of. And I know that jobs are number one. Drew and I have been out canvassing lots of times lately, and we keep hearing that again and again, and it has sunk in, folks. I know that we all need to do whatever we can to help bring jobs to this county and to this state. And it can't be done just by the General Assembly or just by private enterprise or just by the public. It's something we have to collaborate on. I heard a great talk last night at Warren Wilson from Anita Brown Graham. Collaboration is important. It's always been important, but right now, maybe more than any other time, we are in such desperate need. So each of us individually needs to do what we can. We need to weatherize our houses and create jobs and help the environment at the same time. We need to take whatever steps are necessary to be sure that the people in our community can make a good living. So let's get out, let's buy local, let's take care of our environment, let's think about what we're doing, and let's do it together. And again, I thank you so much for being here, and together we can all go over to Pack Tavern and celebrate. So thank you for being here.